It's BudPod 41.
What a sum. What a sum of episodes.
Some 41.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, I didn't think about it like that. Genuinely.
Fuck off.
No, genuinely.
You didn't think about it as some 41.
No.
I
41,
thought that's what you
41 comma sub.
I thought that's what you would do.
No. Did you ever get
Why were they called that?
I don't know. I used to get them and the Offspring mixed up, even though they're wildly different groups.
Absolutely, though. I mean, that era. What do we even call that?
It was like
Post-punk, kind of.
it was punk pop, basically. It was essentially American Busted, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it had more to it than that.
There was more to it, and new metal was kind of like the similar category. That's like Linkin Park. That was more serious.
Alison Spittle.
Yeah.
New metal karaoke.
Yeah.
At the Fringe.
Yes. I think I got asked to do it, and I was like, no, I feel so self-conscious about singing. I can't bear the idea of doing that.
Me and Ed Gamble did Chop Suey at sort of 3 a.m.
Wake up! Yeah, great.
You wanted to.
Was it just incomprehensible lyrics on the screen?
It just went brackets.
Yeah.
You wanted to.
Possession. Possession instrumental.
Demon noises.
Yeah.
You wanted to.
I've ever seen my character of Rodney Dangerfield in The Offspring. Let me tell you, I can't get no respect. Got a tattoo the other day. I asked for 13. They drew a 31. No, I can't get no respect.
It's good. It's a good impression.
But all the stuff that happens to that guy in Pretty Fly for a White Guy. And my wife said, hey, honey, you're pretty fly. I said, really should, yeah, for a white guy. No, man.
Oh, needlessly racialized comment. Why does she have to make it about race?
Yeah.
It was strange. Glenn's still got his Shenyun cough, we should say, and now I do too.
Yes, you've got the disease.
If you have a friend with a cough, what you should do is sit in a shed with them loads.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can have their cough. That's a hot tip for you.
Yeah.
Jealous of your friend's cough?
Let them cough in your mouth. I think that's what I shouldn't have done. That's what did it.
Fuck, of course.
I was like I was feeding a bird with cough.
Yeah.
Mm.
God. Is that a good headline for like, you're at the supermarket.
Yeah.
You buy the bit with all the magazines.
Yeah.
Where, as you explained to me, I believe, there are magazines that just tell you the plot of upcoming soap operas.
Yes. Hey, Phil's death mystery. And then it will be like two EastEnders characters hugging each other and giving a smouldering look to the camera. And they're next to a series of magazines that are apparently just Sudoku.
Yeah.
And next to the picture of Sudoku will just be a picture of like Lily James smiling at the camera, and you go, she's not in the Sudoku.
She's not a solution.
It's not, exactly, it's not a crossword.
Yeah.
It's just,
she's the number?
she's the number 98.
What? She's the number today.
Yeah.
She's our 98.
Oh, wow. Yes, of course.
But those magazines that are like Take a Break, and they have all this like, my husband faked his funeral and
I ate my own head.
I ate my own.
Yeah.
Like one of them would be how to get your friend's cough.
Yeah, it's how to get your friends without eating a thing. I'm now thinking of like head injury bingo calling of like Lily James 98. What?
75. Ham. 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 And everyone's going, what is happening? What is happening? Someone just pulls a fire alarm. We can't keep playing bingo. I'm pulling the fire alarm. Something's gone really wrong up there.
Yeah. Two fat ladies. Ham. Sorry, which is that? Is that 88 or 70?
Is ham a code? Is it like Mr. Sands?
Yeah.
There's a fire in the cloakroom?
If you were walking along the London Underground, I mean, I get alarmed enough and they're like, would Inspector Sands make his way to the... But if Tano else went, ham. Did you hear that? Ham.
And it's interrupting other announcements?
Yeah.
If you see something that doesn't look right, see it, say ham. Ought it.
Yeah.
So there's a real guy speaking over the robot. I don't understand when they're
The
like...
next train terminates at Uxbridge. Ham. Sorry, is that spelled H-A-M-N-B? Hamb.
M-N-B?
Yeah.
But you go up to a member of staff and you say, what is the ham? This what's the, and they go, it's all under control.
It's all under control. Don't worry.
You go,
A lot of people get nervous about the ham thing. It's not. It's fine.
we're looking into it. I don't understand where they're like, would Inspector Sands please come to the sandwich room? Because they
Yeah.
don't want to spook you. But then sometimes they just go, will the nearest British transport policeman please come to platform 4?
Do you have a gun? Does anyone here have a gun?
You go, well, no, hang on. You can't
Yeah.
code for some things and not for that.
Yeah.
It was his surprise birthday party. It was a good surprise. And it's the policeman's birthday.
Would
No.
Inspector Surprise? You spoilt it now.
Would Inspector Birthday? Fuck. Ham.
It's unclear why the Metropolitan Police has an Inspector Surprise who does all the surprise birthdays, or why we announce him on the tube.
It sounds like one of those weird pastries. Because they'll be like caramel billionaire, Inspector Surprise.
I was doing Just for Laughs in Montreal, and my agent and I went for dinner just before like the big sort of like gala showcase thing, and just before we did New Faces. And I've seen this on menu since, but the dessert was eclair of the moment. Such a vampire dinner.
Or like a horrible compliment.
Yes.
Your wife really is the eclair of the moment.
What do you mean?
Thank you.
We'll bite her at one end and goo spurts out onto a man's chest. Like in the Beano. That sounded so much more gross than I was literally just visualizing what happens when you bite into an eclair, but put into human context, that was absolutely vile. That was absolutely vile.
Like you described biting someone as at one end. Which just is bum, isn't
This
it?
guy just bit me at one end.
You go, what?
Which bit you? Just lead with that.
Just say neck.
Yeah, but it was at one end.
Yeah.
Speaking of outbursts, I saw I Swear the other day.
Yes.
Kate and I watch it because it's on Netflix now.
Yes, it's on Netflix now, and it's. I'm told it's very good, and I'm told that it's a lot of people are watching on Netflix and going, "Oh, Tourette's."
Yeah, you didn't tell me that.
Oh.
It's good. The film itself is actually quite incoherent. It's really, really well acted. The main guy in particular is absolutely fantastic. But the plot is kind of all over the place. It's just like a strange sort of biopic in which bits they've sort of chosen to tell you.
Yes.
But because the nature of a biopic, what they always do at the end of a biopic is they do an uplifting sort of bit at the end where the screen goes black and they go, and he still educates people to this day.
Yeah.
And you go, it's not the end of the story though, is it? Because really the main part of the story of his life happened after the film
It's
came
an awful
out.
addendum.
Yeah, there's an extra bit.
God.
But apparently they're covering it in the sequel. I Slur.
Are slurs a kind of swear?
Yeah.
I guess they must be.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah, but I guess you never got people on Twitter being like, dog mum, bit slurry.
Tea drinker.
Yeah.
Bit slurry.
Yeah, gin lover, very slurry. Very slurry.
People who say sweary.
Because also that just comes out as very slurry.
Very slurry.
Yeah.
Wet poops.
Awful.
Yeah, people who say a bit sweary, it's obviously incredibly twee. Because they mean saying things like wank puffin, which is always so. I know. It's, yeah. Just come on.
That is
Cockwomble.
genius, good sir.
You win the internet for today, Monsieur Le Bacon Poo-Poo. It's so weird to me that like niche internet humor from when I was like 12 is now like the Elon Musk humor.
There's this.
It's so weird to imagine like a Bond villain talking in memes.
I could see Javier Bardem in Skyfall doing that.
It would be good to have a Bond villain to be like really, really violent, really, really
Can
frightening.
you has cheeseburger Bond? Like really dated.
Can you
memes.
really? Yeah. I think you'll find I'm about to release into the chamber, Mr. Bond, a badger,
Yes,
a badger,
what you don't
a
understand
mushroom,
All
a
your
mushroom.
base belong to us, 007.
and then a snake.
Yeah, he's like, sorry, were you on Weeble stuff? Bond villain was on Weeble stuff. Blofeld was on rathergood.com.
Fucking hell, yeah. And then the guy got commissioned to make the Crush'ems advert, which is the milkshake you could get at KFC.
Oh, I didn't know this.
That's him.
That's rathergood.com.
the same guy.
A friend of mine went to school with David Firth.
Fuck off, really?
Yeah. Who
Ah.
was Salad Fingers.
Yeah.
So all this time, Salad Fingers was like a 16-year-old boy.
Yes.
When you go, of course he was.
From Hull?
It would have been Leeds, I believe.
Leeds.
Might have been Wakefield.
Somewhere up north.
I think it was Wakefield. And that's where he came up with like Devo.
Yeah. No, you dickhead.
Saint Toast Boy.
Oh.
Burnt Face Man.
Burnt Face Man.
Loads of his stuff.
Burnt Face Man, do you remember his catchphrase?
Was it Shut Up Crime? No, that's I'm thinking of there's a Rainn Wilson.
Yeah.
Was in a superhero, like a semi-superhero film.
Yeah.
With Elliot Page, and his catchphrase was "Shut Up Crime," and he hit people with like a spanner or something.
And it was like
Burnt Face Man's thing. Crime, you shit.
Crime is a shit that needs wiping up.
Yeah. Again, you go a 16-year-old boy, of course.
So funny. I was obsessed with Salad Fingers. I loved all that Flash animation stuff. I loved it.
Weirdly, I did find myself the other day saying from Cruxley Heath to Cowden Beath.
Cowden Beath.
It's so wretched.
From that wretched war. No. Horrible. Really, really gross. Everyone who I showed it to was like haunted by it.
The Toast Boy one was
Spoilsbury Toast Boy.
Spoilsbury Toast Boy. That was really distressing.
Yeah.
Really, really actively unpleasant, because the mind of a 14-year-old boy is a terrible place. We've all seen adolescence, but it's like a dreadful place to be.
Yes, I think it spanned such a long time that he was an adult making money from it, from the shop and stuff.
Oh yeah, surely.
Did you watch Homestar Runner?
No,
it was American.
And what was that? An internet thing?
Like a similar thing, like a website with Flash cartoons and long-running characters, but not creepy, like funny. It's sort of quite surreal. Strong Bad emails?
No
Is that ringing a bell?
memory of this, no.
It's weird that the internet back then was geographical.
Yeah.
Like you and me were on the British internet.
Yes, we had there were different corners,
but it's strange because you think, in theory, there's no borders.
Yeah, I never really had access to like the American webcomics. Apart from Perry Bible Fellowship, which is the hardest I'd ever laughed at that point.
Yeah.
I was about 13 years old, and I was in a barber shop, and they just had magazines, and there was only FHM.
Yeah.
And I think it was FHM did like an interview with him.
Really?
And they had a few of his comics, and one of them was a kid being like, I'd sell my soul to have a puppy, and then he gets a puppy, and then the final frame is of him in like this Hieronymus Bosch painting of hell. It was stuff like that. It was so, I was like, it was the worst haircut I ever received, because my shoulders and head were shaking throughout the whole thing, because I was the giggling boy getting his haircut.
You came into school with like
zigzag hair,
tufts of hair missing, and then you had to say, it's because I found
I was finding something funny.
I found a comic book I really like.
That was a humiliating
That's why my hair looks like this.
Going to school with a bad haircut was humiliating. And I remembered the other day, a really humiliating moment, again, where someone has shit your pants, where you go, there's nothing I could have done here. Me and this guy, Wesley, used to walk to school every day.
Yeah.
Right? We'd walk to school every single day together. And one morning, this guy in like his 40s, which sort of man with sort of scratches on his face, came over to us and started talking to us about where we went to school. And we were like, oh, what do we fucking do?
It's the man from the leaflets.
Yes. And we told him which school we went to. And he went, I went there. And we were like, really? And he went, yeah. I fell off a roof there once. And we were like, okay. And he reached into his bag and he gave us a really grimy torch. And he went,
What?
He went, remember, you can shine light into darkness, but you can't shine darkness into light. And then he just like gave us a pat on the shoulder and walked away. And we threw the torch away immediately.
Yeah.
And we went to school like, what the fuck? And I asked one of the teachers, I was like, is there a record of someone once falling?
Torch-loving boy
Was
here?
there once a boy who fell off the roof? I asked him that as if he was like the abbot of Redwall. Of like, let me check the records. Yes, in 1982.
The maester.
I had to, yes. The archivist will know about this.
Roof.
Yes, yeah.
All these, going through all these scrolls.
So we just thought it was mad. Sorry.
Dunkeld of Lothian fell off roof. Yes. Yes.
I went home and it was before my dad got back home, and I told my mum about it. I was like, the maddest thing happened. And my mum did not react to the story in the way I hoped. I thought my mum was going to go, what a weird guy. But she was like, what? And seemed so concerned. And she went, I need to tell you at school. And I went, no, you don't. No, you don't. You don't need, I'm telling you, you don't need to tell the school.
By the time that I go to school again,
Yeah.
the story will have become, in the minds of the pupils, that the torch was in my bum.
Yeah, it's you don't have to tell a school. Don't have to tell a school. And then the next day, bear in mind, you're a teenager. This is like the time when you were most at risk of humiliation.
How old were you?
I was about 14.
No, come on.
And the headmaster gives this assembly, and he says, and we just want to also give a sort of warning that if you encounter anyone sort of strange, that it is best to sort of tell the police or let your parents know immediately, because, you know, we are in a part of London, you know, you might encounter some sort of odd types. One of the students here, Glenn Moore, was very frightened yesterday and told his mum, who then got in touch with us, about a frightening experience he'd had. And I was like, I think it's one of the most humiliating moments. Humiliating moments of my life. The headmaster telling the entire school, not just my year, years above and years below, a school of about 1,000 students being told how frightened I was
by a man.
I was just, you're just watching your entire social life collapse before your very eyes. I was like, no. But you can't go, oh, I wasn't frightened.
I liked him. I thought he was interesting. Had some good
I went back
theories.
to Mum, I was like, what the fuck did you do? And she was like, you were so scared. And I was like, I was laughing. What do you mean? I wasn't frightened.
You were so scared.
But
it's not
like,
relevant.
But also I was like, the head teacher didn't need to tell the school about
Your
how
name.
apparently frightened.
One of our students, Glenmore, him there.
Yes, yeah.
That boy there, very frightened.
Take his trousers off. Look how not erect he is right now.
Quivering he was.
Look at him. Look at him naked.
I don't know if he wet himself. It's not relevant.
It is unclear how much urine sprayed out of him in terror.
And he went and told his mummy. He would say mum or mother, but the fact remains he went home and told. He ran home to mummy. Let's say it how it is. He ran home to mummy. He was very afraid.
Did she spank him? We don't know. Maybe it wasn't his fault.
Let's all hope she gave him a lovely kiss and made him feel better.
Because he kisses on the lip. Is that lip? Are you nodding
lips,
or shaking your head?
I can't really see. I think it's nodding on the lips. So it is. So it shall be on the lips. So if any of you do see Roof Brian, please report him.
We'll let you all now line up in a row one by one as Glenn sits on a ducking stool, and you can show him your respects one by one and tell him what you do think, how your perception of him has changed in the last 5 minutes, and how his personality and reputation have changed irreparably.
Based on what Glenn said, we believe the person looked like this, and they show it, and it's like an ice cream man or like a vicar.
A boy smaller than me.
Yeah.
No! No!
It's just Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone.
Yeah.
Looking frightened.
Yeah.
And I want to emphasize that's who Glenn was afraid of.
Yes. He was terrified, apparently.
And he ran home and told his mummy.
He won't let go of that torch.
And his mummy rang me and said that she would be very upset if I didn't tell all of you now.
It's such a surreal. One of those moments you go, I hope I dreamt that. I know I didn't, because it's like seared into my memory. But that was a nightmare.
So funny.
It's the only time I remember the head teacher ever addressing the school about an individual, because they usually do like a pre-planned lecture almost.
Yeah.
It's the only time I ever heard him refer to like one individual boy, aside from the time one of the boys died. That was the only other time that any specific boy was mentioned. A kid died, and Glenn was incredibly frightened. We've decided.
God. A slightly odd, but not that odd in London thing happened, and Glenn was afraid. So the pheromone was there.
Oh man, it was such a wild moment. I remember saying to him, "Oh my god, why did you ring the school?
What did you do?"
We thought the guy was funny. We thought he was just mad.
Clearly, he just was mad.
Yeah, never saw him again.
It wasn't like Roof Brian with his torch was like on every poster like Sirius Black going, "Ah,
We haven't even got technology to make the posters move, and he's doing it.
Yeah.
That's
how frightening he is.
Oh my god, that's
funny.
really seared in.
I got in trouble at an assembly once because we had a guy. I'll save it for the Patreon. Save it for the Patreon.
Okay,
because I think they might be able to tell from the story who this guy is.
Like Donald Trump. Save it for the
Patreon. Oh, so it's a story from the Isle of Man, and you know what? It's not a big place.
Yeah, okay.
think
Yeah, I
that-
can understand the anonymity. Whereas me being like, Croydon.
Yeah.
It could be anyone. It could be Trini and Susanna.
A part of London bigger than most towns.
Yeah.
In terms of population.
Yeah, yeah.
You're going to Australia soon.
I'm going to Australia at the time of recording. We're recording this on a Tuesday. Wait, what day is it? It's Tuesday, right? And I'm flying on Friday. Going to Singapore for a couple of days. Then going to Melbourne. I'm doing my show in Melbourne for 2 weeks at the Greek. And then I've got a couple of days off from which I fly to Sydney. And then I'm at Sydney doing various like galas. Sydney feels a bit more like sounds a bit more like Just for Laughs in Montreal, where it's all big like gala shows and showcases and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm doing that for a couple of weeks, and we haven't even figured how we're going to get back home because of a situation in the Middle East.
Yeah.
If you go on Skyscanner, they're like, well, I'll tell you where it is cheap to fly to, Dubai. Do you want to fly to Dubai, please? Please? We'll pay you. We'll pay you to go to Dubai.
How much is it? I wonder.
It feels like flying to Glasgow from London.
Is
Is what it feels like.
80 quid?
No, it's like, I'd say it's like 100 and something. Wow. To go to Dubai.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? Whereas to go to like South Korea, it's like, how many doors do you have? I'll take all your doors. You go, I'm not selling my doors. What do you mean? I'm not selling you my doors. I'm away for a month. I'm not selling you my front door. What have a door?
Yeah, it's such a bad time. I mean,
We were a bit like, Kate and I were like, do we take the risk and assume that in a month's time, everything's cleared up and we go, we did amazingly well to get these cheap flights.
yes.
But I also
Maybe.
think that could be. And Katie went, why don't I Google now what the situation is right now? And she Googled Dubai, and literally the first thing that came up was a news article 20 minutes previously saying Dubai airport struck by missile. And we decided not to do that.
Yes, but how many missiles do they really have?
They'll run out.
I like the idea of thrifty people doing roughly the same level of planning as the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Just going, we reckon they've got 3 weeks of missiles.
Yeah.
A reckoning going on.
Yeah.
What are you, is there anything particular that you're going to do to help yourself through the flight, or do you look forward to anything about these flights?
No, it's going to be a long one. I mean, obviously, it broken up by Singapore in the middle for a couple of days.
Sure.
But I'm trying to think, because this is the first time we've all traveled together. Usually, like long flights, I've gone on my own. I remember being so gutted on the overnight flight back from Canada to London after Just for Laughs.
Yes.
And lots of the comedians having drugs that would help you just be unconscious for the entire flight. And my
Yes.
seat was nowhere near any of my friends. Nowhere near.
You couldn't even go and partake.
Couldn't even partake. And I've never done this deliberately. My seat was the middle seat in a 3 with 2 strangers either side of me. And I was like, when did I book that? When would I have made that decision?
That is fucked.
My legs just hurt too much if I do that.
It's agony.
Yeah.
It's absolute agony.
I have to. I find if my legs are in a sort of cramped location like that, I need to sort of stand up or like push myself up off my seat and kick my leg out. Like, and that just almost like refreshes the leg.
Yeah.
And it buys you another hour. But every time I do that, even at home, like on the sofa or like on the tube or whatever, Katie always does some impression of me, like a me MC in Cabaret. Because when you're sat down and you kick a leg out, it feels very dad. I'm in Chicago. Chicago.
I've been cramming myself into flights. I've been in Amsterdam and Rotterdam recently.
Yeah, how were those? How were those shows?
Koji to any Nederlanders who come to see me.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice. Highly recommend any comedians go gig at Club Haug and Comedy Train, formerly Tumler.
Yes, I did a gig in Tumler a couple of years ago, which is where that story came about that I think I've told on the pod before, about the MC telling me before I went on, the audience want the sickest stuff ever. They want the darkest fucking...
You can be fucking crazy.
Yeah, and that's when I was like, can I run a joke by you? Because I'm not a rude or offensive comic, but I've came up with this joke earlier about the Anne Frank Museum, and he went, well, obviously not that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same as corporates.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Sick in the head stuff.
We're sick in the head. Fucking sick in the head. Yeah, Rotterdam is really nice. It's in like...
Had you been to Rotterdam before? I've never been to Rotterdam.
Years and years and years ago for a gig. 2017. It's very futuristic because I think it just got bombed to pieces.
Right. Recently.
In the war. And so it's all...
The Gulf War.
The Gulf War.
Yeah.
They picked the wrong side.
Yeah.
The mayor of Rotterdam really thought, you know what, Saddam's got this in the bag.
When you look at the heat map, it's so bizarre.
I want to get on his good side.
Yeah, and it's one bit of the Netherlands.
Weird.
Yeah.
But the mayor, who was called, I believe, Haddam Hussein, not suspicious at all. Yeah, it's very like, it's sort of like a Dutch Blade Runner. Because it's very neon and futuristic and steel and glass and casinos everywhere.
Yeah.
But also like...
And a man called Harrison Fjord.
Harrison Fjord is there. And everyone's on bicycles and is having a kind of nice time as opposed to a dystopian time.
Nice. And they've probably got a chocolate called like Replicant. Actually, no, I always like the Dutch chocolate. It's always called like, fucking shit.
Shit fucking chocoladen. So, like, 11 casinos between the train station and the gig, though.
Oh, like actual, like, casinos.
Yeah.
So not like walk in and there's arcade machines.
No, like huge, like Bond mission casinos.
What?
Not like lit up like Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But
so people in it for the gambling. They're in it just for the gambling.
But they look like a Hilton.
Interesting. Okay.
They're not like grim or anything, but they're not like bright lights shooting on the top. Like they look like a Hilton.
Yeah.
You go, okay, must be for all the sailors. I don't know.
Surely even Rotterdam.
Yeah, it's a rich town though. It's very rich.
Well, we actually before this recording,
also a shop called Sissy Boy.
This is like when I was
which
in
I sent
Vienna.
you a photo of.
Oh my god! When I was in
why is that a shop?
in Vienna a couple of years ago, and the speed with which I crossed the road, nearly got hit by a car to take a photo of a clothes shop called Bussy Bussy. I couldn't believe my eyes. That's the funniest shop I've ever seen in my life.
Bussy Bussy.
Ah, come on in here, Bussy Bussy Bussy. We're actually on the subject of you doing stand-up. We actually came up before this recording with a new type of stand-up, a new radio hall type of stand-up.
Yeah.
Of a call and response.
Yeah.
How does it work again?
It's called What of It.
What of it?
So
because we realised that a lot of observational comedian requires the audience to just listen and know what track you're going on.
And also we were talking about the fact that it wasn't about me, but it does work with me to an extent. People are always surprised when they hear I've never done stand-up in South Africa, ever. But then, like, down there, I would have to do stand-up about being really British or something.
Well, this is it. So I've encountered this a couple of times where you do a gig in mainland Europe and you go to a comedy club and it's English-speaking audience. They're not from England, but they're all, it's a combination of like expats and people who just have English as a second, third, fourth, or fifth, or sixth language.
And if you've got a name like mine, my gig's in the Netherlands. Almost no Brits there at all.
Interesting.
And like Comedy Clubby in Estonia and Tallinn, shout out Comedy
And they
Clubby.
know it's going to be in English.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're all fluent, but they're business fluent, not culturally fluent.
Well, sometimes the host, you meet the host of the gig and it's somebody who gigs regularly at the club and they're from England and they're a regular comic.
Yeah.
They've never gigged in England.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're back in England all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've not done stand-up here. No, I wouldn't dream of it. And you
And
go,
they go,
oh, what do you mean?
They just go, I moved to Bern right after uni.
Yeah.
And I got a job here and I do stand-up. And it's like,
And you
fuck,
go,
I guess.
What that means then is your material must be purely about what it means to be a Brit in Croatia or that sort of thing.
Often. And also the way it works is that you have to use stereotypes that they know, not the ones we know.
Exactly.
So I have a story / routine about that hinges around the idea that for French people in this country and in America, we know the ho ho ho. That we know that means French.
Yes.
Ho ho ho. The Dutch don't have that. They don't have that sound for the French people.
What's the sound for English people?
Well, that's the joke.
Right.
In the routine.
Right, okay.
But there isn't one. But I had to say to the Dutch, like, you don't have that, right? When you go, ho, 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 what do you wouldn't think French people. And they're like, no, I would be.
Well, you impersonate a French person. What are you thinking?
They're just like, you don't make that sound. But you have to learn what their version is. So they might
because
be like,
ours has come from fucking hello, hello.
Yeah,
or
something
from World War II.
like a stereotype in the Netherlands. If you said to the Germans like a bunch of bicycle thieves, they'd all get that.
Yeah,
because that's something from World War II that they associate the Germans with, and there's like jokes about it, and it's in their culture. But if you came to England and you went, yeah, so this guy, fucking, what a bicycle thief, it'd be like,
from the film,
the Germans. Is it that they steal the bikes in a very efficient way? You wouldn't know. Not only do you have to, you have to be like doing jokes about being British, but doing jokes about being British that are like stereotypes that are local. So you'll say to your crowd in Croatia, Well, I'm from England, so of course I don't have a breadboard in my house.
Yeah.
And they're all like, oh,
Oh, yeah.
oh,
Or you have to
they cut it on the counter.
Or you have to do the most English stuff where if you've ended it in the UK, you'd be like, I'm from England, so naturally I had fish and chips for dinner last night. And an English crowd would go,
Okay.
what? So that's why, so to allow English acts based in mainland Europe to gig in the UK, what we've created is what of it? And what that means is so these English acts, and they come over and go, so naturally I had fish and chips last night. The crowd as a collective can go,
What of it?
And then they go, well, I'll tell you what of it.
Well, I'll tell you what of it. Something went wrong with the order and it's a funny story.
Yeah.
That's how you expand the routine.
Exactly. But we feel like that would have made a lot of sense in the 1950s, and that's how comedy would have worked. Because knock jokes require such a call and response.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had a trouble with my mother-in-law recently.
What of it?
I'll tell you what of it, if you allow me.
If you'd be so kind. The musical thing.
Yeah.
I think would like to watch a whole show of What of It.
It feels like it existed. It really feels like it
feels
exists.
like we've hallucinated a real historical thing.
Yeah.
But I would have to do What of It in South Africa if I went there. Or just pretend to have never been there.
Yeah.
Just lie.
Yeah.
And go, wow, what is this?
I don't understand how call and response jokes came about in the first place. Obviously, it's been done to death about the idea of how on earth did the first knock joke work and all that sort of stuff.
The Americans have the whole trope of like, how fat is she?
Yeah.
My wife's so fat. How fat is she? She's so fat that she blah, blah, blah. I don't know what that's from.
Yeah, someone had to save it. I remember that first from.
There must be
I remember from Nutty Professor as the first.
There must be a particular guy.
Yeah.
Who we don't
like
know
the
about.
You must be a redneck guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In
okay.
Soviet Russia, blah, blah's you.
Yeah. Oh, that's fucking Chuck Norris. Yeah, okay. This makes sense. This makes sense now. But how did a joke like the whole, like, my dog's got no nose? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think we could do this. I think we could create a new joke format. I think I had an idea for a show once.
Yeah.
Where the punchline is the same every time and you just change the setup.
What would happen?
So the jokes are the setups,
right? But the audience
has
certain with certain setups. About 45 minutes in, where you go, "I'll tell you what happened to me the other day. My horse was wearing a stripy jumper, and the audience are going, oh, for fuck's sake!"
No, but they'd start laughing at because they'd already.
Yeah, what could this be?
Because when you're a comedian, sometimes when you have a quick audience, a clever audience, they laugh because they're thinking ahead, and they've already done the joke.
Yes,
and they're laughing because they're going, oh, I'm laughing at the joke because I've heard it in my mind's eye, my mind's ear.
I'm looking forward to you saying it.
I'm looking forward to you saying it. I feel clever, and I'm, paying attention.
Yeah.
What if a whole show of that?
Did I tell you my joke the other month? This was a few months ago, maybe. I'm not sure if I did it on the pod. I had to book a doctor's appointment yesterday for my pet hamster, my one-eyed pet hamster.
Oh, God.
Wait.
Yeah.
My one-eyed pet hamster who has particularly bad breath and
Right.
used to be a ballerina. It was such a hassle.
Very nice. And also the bad breath thing is you're going halitosis.
Yeah, right. So how's this going to, okay.
Expialidosis.
Yeah. But it would never work in the same way. I had a joke that I tried about 3 times, even at the most generous comedy nights, like Always Be Comedy, and the audience are always just like perpetually lovely.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, man, can you imagine if Christopher Walken had played the Terminator? Like, can you imagine what that would have sounded like? I can't. And it would get nothing because everyone would be like, were you meant to do that? No! It would be hack if I did that.
I can't tell you how flattered I was. We got a message from someone, I think in Switzerland, who had to pull over because they were laughing so much at my failed joke that never worked about horses making noises like cars. I was like, there's a guy out there who loves this joke and he just lives in Switzerland. And there's only one of him.
He changed the course of his life forever.
Yeah.
Causing like a multi-car
pile up because he was imagining horses going ba 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 boo 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 wah 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 until you put them in a stable. They were as loud as cars. So here's my idea for a full show. That's the same punchline.
Yeah.
But a different setup. So the joke originally is, why do gorillas have big gloves?
Let me try and work this out.
Okay. It's dumb. It's not a clever joke.
All right. Why do gorillas
have big gloves?
No, I don't know.
Because they have big fingers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All
It's
right.
one of
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
It's a kid joke.
Yeah. Big nostrils, big fingers. Isn't that's the version of a joke.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. No, the
Yeah,
original
yeah.
one is big nostrils.
Mm.
One of the other options is why do they have big gloves? Then you just say, why do the gorillas have big gloves? And the audience is like, oh, because they have big
Yeah.
fingers. And you go, exactly. But you have to wait till them to say it. Like, who's the guy who's like, oh, Madonna. Why did Madonna? The guy with the slicked over hair, the character actor.
Neil Hamburger.
Yeah. Like Neil Hamburger waits for the crowd.
Right.
It's another one of the things that makes him deliberately irritating.
Right.
So if you're listening to this, guys, Neil Hamburger is a very funny character act, very like punk, like Andy Kaufman.
Does the Tim Heidecker's on cinema thing?
Yes,
that
he does.
guy, yeah.
Tim Heidecker's on cinema, but he'll be like, what do you call a blah, 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 blah. And he'll wait for the audience, enough of them to say, I don't know, what do you call it? And he won't continue until they do it. Incredibly annoying. Yeah, so annoying. So why are gorillas so good at hitchhiking? Because they have big fingers. And you just like incredibly, ever more like baroque and sort of obscene.
So it's kind of Mock the Weeks if this is the answer, what is the question?
Absolutely. But ever the
Is it?
Is it? Why do gorillas have such big bum holes?
Yeah.
Because they have big fingers. Correct. And you move on. Why is it so expensive to get engaged if you're a gorilla? You see?
Yeah, I like
A
this.
whole hour.
Yeah.
A whole hour. And
Yeah.
the show will be called Because They Have Big Fingers.
Because they have big fingers. Because also, we've kind of zoned in on the gorilla aspect, but the gorillas don't feature in the punchline.
Correct.
So you don't have to have it. It doesn't have to be gorillas.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. There needs to be something big, I guess, that you can correctly accuse of having big fingers.
Yes, and I
'Cause
can't
if you say,
think of
why
an
do-
animal that's big that still has fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why does it feel more meaningful when gorillas count?
More meaningful. What the
More-
fuck
more-
do you mean?
More impactful. 1, 2. Yeah. Wow.
That's something I've enjoyed doing in the past, of giving someone an ultimatum.
Yeah.
But going, right, okay. Like, can you turn the TV off? Okay, or you turn the TV off. All right, I'm giving you 3 minutes. 1. I'll come back to this later.
I thought you were going to do like 180.
Yeah.
179.
Yeah. Mm.
Do you find that works with the wretch? If you have to say, I've got relatives and friends who with their kids, they go 3,
No.
as in 3, 2, 1.
No, because he knows nothing will happen at the end of it. Nothing will happen at the end of it.
Oh, no.
No, because it like failed to work once, and then after that, it failed to work forever. So what we do with television, for instance, is you're blessed by the fact that episodes are very, very short.
Yes, they are.
So what you go, okay, I know if I just turn this off at the end of this episode, there's gonna be a tantrum. So what you do is you let them know, you go, okay, at the end of this one, we're gonna pause it, we're gonna go and brush your teeth, we're gonna do something else thing, and then we're gonna come back, we're gonna do one more after that. So you go like, there's actually something, there's not only am I getting you to get to the end of this episode before we do something, there's gonna be another episode after that. It's the only way I can get it to work.
Do you know the hostage negotiator trick thing of the false choice?
No.
Where it's like, you want to turn it
You
off.
can either shoot yourself or you can kill yourself.
You can't have a helicopter.
Yeah.
You just keep telling the kid, you can't have a helicopter.
Yeah.
I cannot get you a helicopter. You say like, okay, shall I turn, okay, this is your decision. Turn it off now or turn it off after one more? Then they feel like they're deciding what's going to happen.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That
There's
whole
that.
thing.
Yeah.
That's clever.
Yeah.
But I've got a friend who does it with their kids, but it gets to it's effective to the point where like the number 3 feels like the magic word.
Yes.
So it'd be like 3 and then
The eyes roll back.
Yeah.
And it's some weird like Jonestown thing.
It's like Darren Brown.
Yeah.
3. Yeah. Could you hypnotize a kid? Maybe.
I think it would feel immoral.
Yes, maybe.
Why can't you
Maybe.
hypnotize a kid?
Yeah. Maybe they're
Because they have big fingers. So there's that. No, kids can have big fingers.
Can they?
No, it'd be really weird if they did.
Just like they were wearing like Disney gloves almost.
I mean, in terms of in terms of size, I did show the wretch a nice family photo of us.
Yeah.
But what I'd done is I'd put it through an AI and said, the boy, make his head 4 times the size. And I went, don't we all look really nice here?
Did you?
He lost his fucking mind. I think it's the funniest he's ever found anything.
That's so good. That's so funny.
Because it looked lovely. It was like photorealistic. It's this fucking enormous head that was like obscuring Katie's head.
And he immediately got that it was a.
Yeah, he wasn't like, like.
No, obviously, he was just grabbing his head.
Yeah.
Father, am I such
'cause
a monster?
We used to do that as a joke. We'd sort of go, let me blow into your ears. Oh my God, I made your head massive. And sometimes I'd probably go, no, we'll suck it back out. It's fine. But he'd be like panic for a while, but he had this huge head. And that was the biggest shame you could have.
A big head.
Yes, heavy as the head that is your head.
Yeah, because it's so massive.
Yeah.
I used to try and convince my nephews that either I or they had psychic powers. It's easier to convince them that they do. Because you can just say, yeah.
They hold their hand up and you throw yourself.
Yeah. Or you just say.
Wrestling is so much harder for the defense than the attack.
Yes.
Because the attacker just needs to do a move. The person who's like receiving that move is the one who needs to like backflip in pain.
Yeah. And ideally fake pain.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It looks so dangerous, man. We know people who've done the comedians wrestling, and it's like the people are breaking ribs and shit.
What about me who ended up in A&E after the comedians wrestling?
Because your mouth exploded.
Yeah, my mouth exploded.
You had stitches in your gob.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because Alex Horne punched me in the teeth.
fuck. What a sentence.
I know, right? Yeah.
That's at A&E when they'd put you in the mental hospital wing.
Yeah,
You say
I didn't say.
The man from Taskmaster
punched
me in the mouth.
Punched me in the teeth.
And they go, oh, yes, sir.
Yes, I'm sure he did. Was it magnificent? Yes.
Was it part of the game?
It was at the O2. Joe Lycett was there.
Yes.
He was my manager. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Was anyone else there? Elvis,
I
Napoleon?
had to clothesline Olga Koch and Phil Wang. Right.
Oh, I'm trying to think now of like pranks to play on my nephews. Have you ever, a good prank? This is a good prank.
Mm-hmm.
I was with two friends and they were like, oh, can you take a picture of us?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, sure. And I very, very quickly downloaded a picture of the Chuckle Brothers. And I did the whole thing. I did take a picture. And then they were like, and I was like, oh, you guys look great. Let me show you. And then like, in the second it takes them to realize they're looking at the Chuckle Brothers, they go, oh, because their mind is so primed for their own face.
Oh, yeah, in the same way that I've always thought the weirdest a person can look, the weirdest a human being can look is when you're walking down the street and you go, hey, that's my friend Steve. And then as they get closer, you realize not only is that not Steve, but they now look like a really weird version of Steve, where something's happened to Steve. Yeah. So, because they look a bit like your friend. And you go, you've tricked me by walking closer. A minute ago, you were my friend, and now you're this enemy who I don't know.
Now you're worse than nothing.
I hate you. Your eyes are too far apart. Steve's aren't like that.
Steve's nostrils are bigger.
Yeah.
Because he has big fingers.
Yuck.
It is weird because then you're like, I don't even feel neutral towards you. You're worse than a stranger.
Yeah, it makes me, I go, I'm glaring at you like an Inception. Like, I want to shoulder barge you.
Yeah. What is it about that kind of anger? Like they've betrayed you, your trust.
Yeah.
I thought you were my friend.
Yeah.
Literally, I thought you were my friend.
Yeah. I've been kissed by Judas.
There's something horrible about it. You're right, because it makes you feel like one of those people who has that delusion that everyone around them's been replaced.
Yeah.
Do you know that delusion?
I wouldn't call it a delusion.
Well, you would.
Yeah.
But the real claim.
Yeah. Another person in the long line of people who are telling me I'm delusional.
Oh, now you've managed to somehow work it into the podcast.
Yeah.
Alan.
Yeah.
I know you're it's harder to say I know you're watching when you've literally filmed it yourself.
Yeah.
You've really let them in here.
But we look at a different camera. I know you're down there.
It's never a delusion of someone who thinks everyone's been replaced and they're delighted.
Yeah.
It's never like, everyone used to be such fucking pricks.
Yeah.
So thank God someone came in.
Thank you. I'm glad.
I don't know why the aliens have replaced everyone, but it's made an absolute world of difference. No one's ever pleased.
Yeah. But I guess no one is about like the loose change people aren't like, good, those two buildings were an eyesore.
Have you ever seen, there's various pages online that post about this, but like There was someone on Reddit talking about how one of their colleagues went away on holiday and a different person came back and everyone is pretending they can't tell. And you just go, you're developing a illness, but you're posting on Reddit so we can't get through to you and tell you. It's such a creepy thing about the internet because
You go, help me, help you.
you're trying to say to them,
Like the meth users subreddit, and you're like, stop it.
yeah, exactly. There's a subreddit for drug users, and you want to just every post on there should be, please try to stop.
Yeah, my God. There's a guy.
Horrible
this is gonna make me
windows into
sound
people's
insane.
lives.
A guy I went to school with, once, this was about 6 months after we left school, all his pictures, his Facebook profile and stuff, just changed to a different guy. And it was still his name, and it still had all the same mutual friends, people wishing him happy birthday on his wall. But it was a different guy, different ethnicity. All the pictures were now of a different man.
Come on,
I think he got hacked and someone just couldn't be asked to change the name. But they were like, this hacker was like changing their picture.
Yeah?
It was so strange.
To be fair, we're saying this. Your phone background is a stranger's family.
It is a different family,
It's
but it's
very
a stock
funny.
photo at least.
It's a stock photo. You
I
can
think
see
it's
the.
fine. It's legitimate.
It's very funny. Let us know your favorite pranks to play on the young, on your own
Trickaloos
kids.
for children.
Trickaloos for children. You're listening to Trickaloos for Children
Yes.
on Radio 4.
How
Yeah.
to get into a little boy's head.
How to freak the nut of the child in your life. I think they're very funny, and my dad convinced my older sister that there had been goblins in the garden.
That's a good one. That's a classic.
Yeah. She found some of the plumber's hemp, like plumber's hemp fluff you stick for in leaks. And she was like, what is this? And he was like, goblin hair.
Plumber's hemp doesn't feel real. I've been starting to use phrases like that around home. Just stuff that sounds like what you want to do. You want to get him in a sort of fisherman's hold. What? No one ever questions something like that. It feels mundane.
What you want is to put in a bit of plumber's hemp.
Yeah, plumber's hemp. Yeah.
Yeah. It's your fault you haven't heard of it. Those phrases where it's your fault. But yes, Koji guys, and we're going to go remote for Australia.
What is plumber's hemp? Sorry.
It's a kind of hemp rope thing that you use to you put it into plumber's joints, and as you tighten it, it absorbs water and it's waterproof.
So he stuffed it in there.
In what?
Your dad? I don't understand what you mean.
He left some around, like on the floor.
So he got it out of the pipe.
He was fixing a pipe. He was using it to fix a leak.
Right.
And he left some around. And my sister was like, what is this? And Dad was like, goblin hair.
Oh,
that means we have goblins.
What's trying to happen? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to negotiate a certain syntax and choice of words, which would result in us ending with the sentence because his fingers are too big. And I can't get it to happen.
See, it's addictive.
Fuck!
It's a good game.
Yeah.
Well, Koji, everyone.
Yeah.